And I'ma let the top down. I let the sunshine on my whip, trunk knocking when I slide in the corner down your strip. They know a nigga coming down, ho. They love the way a nigga coming down, ho. Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever it is, whatever time it is. I am your co host, Paulo, aka Douglas Coffee. With me is Caesar, aka
Yo,
I
yo,
Guess Man.
yo, yo, what up, people? It's your boy C's coming to you live and direct from a hot minute. Welcome
Yes.
to the first episode of the podcast. Glad to have you guys here. So,
So,
let me just get to it right off the bat. So, initially, we had a couple brainstorming ideas for the podcast. Uh, Paulo thought of a hot minute.
yeah, I
I
just thought it,
thought of
I thought it sounded a
uh,
lot smoother. I don't know, it just kind of flowed on my mind. And then you came up with, what was it?
I actually thought of woo woo this, and for those people that don't know Chicago slang, no shame on you guys. But for you guys that don't know what woo woo this is, means this, that, and the third, and that's really where we got discussed this, that, and the third. But I did have one last suggestion, and that was the booty podcast. You know,
Which I was completely opposed. I was like, nah, I don't. That just doesn't sound well. It doesn't. I don't know. It didn't roll off the tongue, and I mean, to be honest, it was just like, nah. That one was a
I
no for
mean,
me.
it's clickbait. Honestly, it's clickbait. Honestly, people are interested in booty. Let's be honest, boys, girls, whoever is interested in booty, they see the booty podcast. Shit, they probably think it's a sex hotline. But,
Okay,
but
okay.
really, the only thing booty in general is the new Migos Culture 2. That shit was trash. That shit was
Why?
straight ass.
Why? You got to defend that. Why?
Well, really, it's the same song over and over again, which is fine. That's kind of what I expect the Migos to do. Um, I like,
Shady.
I mean, really, that's what it is, though. But honestly, it didn't live up to the potential. I don't understand. They have first of all, don't get me wrong. I like the song with 21 Savage, and I also liked the Takeoff track, the My
Right, right.
Jury. Those were the two most standout tracks. But let me just be honest straight off the bat. I didn't even listen to the whole album.
But you can't
Um,
criticize. You got to listen to the whole thing, cause I mean, like the Drake track, the one with Gucci Mane, the one with Travis Scott, like they all slap. So I
no,
mean,
like I heard the Drake one. I heard the Drake track. But first of all, songs still sound the same. Songs still sound the same. Doesn't matter what track they were at. And the Drake feature I didn't like. I just haven't liked any of recent Drake, mainly for the fact that it sounds lazy. It's like lazy rapping, like throwaway bars.
you've been hating
Uh,
on Drake for like a minute for like the last 2 years. Like the last
no,
two
I
years, you've
mean,
been.
I like some of his songs. Don't get me wrong, but like most of the shit really sounds written. Like
Well,
Quentin Miller, like just really stop writing fire for this man. Like he needs a better ghostwriter. But really, overall, we ain't talk about him because I could do like a whole episode on really his lazy bars.
okay, hold on.
But
Before you hold on. I just want to say that I thought Culture Two was good. I thought it was decent. I mean, definitely, definitely didn't live up to the hype at all, but it was good. I think it's good in its own. I don't think it. I don't think the title Culture Two justifies it, or they were even justified to call it Culture Two. I think this is a something else, but it's not Culture Two because
man,
Culture One
look,
just
man.
Culture One just took off. No pun intended.
Look, really, they had no business promoting this album a couple months after Culture One came out. Like, really,
Nah,
for them to come out with this trash, like that shit's just bad. But
I can kind of
honestly,
agree with
though,
that.
but honestly, like I said, I personally do like Takeoff. I'm like a low key Takeoff fan. I know there's not many fans of his, but I low key I'm like what I mean you'll call it a closet fan.
Your
You
closet,
know,
yep, okay. And there's plenty of those out there with a lot of these artists these days. So I mean,
yeah. I mean, real talk. Not even gonna lie. I was a big closet fan of Takashi 69. Uh,
Rainbow Man.
Alright, I liked and XX Tentacion, but he actually has some pretty dope
He's
songs.
low key. He low key got bars.
He does, but I didn't want to admit that I liked them till like I started seeing like my peers like really like post his music and acknowledge him.
And then
Honestly,
you're
I
like,
see
oh,
his
okay, hey guys, I like him too.
right.
Yeah, he's got
Honestly,
bars.
I was just too scared to come out and say like, hey, I like him. So what? Like, no, fuck that. Fuck that. I couldn't honestly. I really couldn't do it. But
No, cause
shit.
I actually seen a video. Somebody had reposted on my timeline. It was like a black and white video, and there's a beat playing, and he's just going off. And I mean, I know he's got bars, but it's just people don't see that. People just see like the "Look at Me" song and all that stuff, and they're like, "Who is this man? Like, what is he doing? Who is this man?" So,
Shit.
but I definitely think he's got bars. So,
Who you a closet fan of? Really though.
uh,
You like
you
some
know, I,
Hillary Duff, some
you
Britney
know,
Spears.
I do bang some Hillary Duff when I'm driving to work and everything.
It's
Um,
Britney bitch.
no, you know, I gotta agree with you with XX. Like I said, he's definitely one of those up there. But my whole thing is that, see, when that whole case came out about him beating his pregnant girlfriend up and everything, I was just like, damn, I can't really say I fuck with this man because he out here beating pregnant women and shit. So I can't
Man,
say
you
I'm a
know,
fan openly. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, he's got, like, yeah, fuck him, yeah. But low key, I
you
was kind
know
of
how
like, man, this
many
guy got bars.
openly abusive rappers we tolerate. Shit, we listen to songs that said we beat the bitch up, and we be bumping to that shit like, hey, okay, man, I want to hear that shit.
True, Tyler the Creator did talk about stomp a bitch out and shit. So
Right,
you're right.
motherfuckers were
Sock a
hyped off
bitch in
that
the
shit.
mouth. Yeah.
But
Okay, so
nah,
you're right. You're
overall
right about that
though,
one.
there's like honestly, I might have to add to my little closet fan list because I got a couple people on the double XL list,
Yeah.
which let's be honest, they're kind of weird. They're kind of
I
like
honestly, I
different.
like this year. Man, I could probably like two of them, two maybe three that I recognize the name. The others I'm just like, who is this?
Mhm.
But that's just the leak list though. So that could change. That can
Right,
change.
from the list that I compiled from a couple names, let me read them out. There's Takashi 69, we already discussed. I'm a kind of a fan of. Smoke Perp. Honestly, I only heard like two of his songs.
I don't even think I
They
heard
was
one of
hitting
his
though.
songs.
They was hitting though.
Okay.
Um, Cody Shane. I have no idea who the fuck Cody Shane is.
Cody Shane is from Lil Yachty's crew. She I heard one song from her, and it was like maybe about 2 years ago. I forgot what it's called. I think it was like "Drip on My Walk" or something like that. But she sounded like and it is gonna say dumb saying this because of the day and age we live in as far as hip hop goes. But she like bit Uzi's sound entirely, like
For real.
entirely, like from like the ad libs, everything. It was just so I was just kind of like, nah, nah. But like everybody bites everybody's sound now, so that's nothing out of the ordinary. But when I heard it, I was just like, this sounded just like Uzi. but female version. And I
Mm.
think that was the actual caption on the video that I saw was like, "Oh, she's the female Uzi." And I was just like, "Damn."
Damn, that kind of sucks. Let's see who else we got there. Key Glock. Honestly, I have no idea who the fuck that is.
No
That's
idea who that
actually
is.
that's a pretty clever name though, Key Glock. Um, Casey Perp. Low key though, let's be honest, like these people are recycling names. They copying each other's names. I don't even know if they're copying each other's styles, but they sound weird as fuck.
You know what's funny though? I seen like a parody list, and one of the names on there was Young Migos Ad Lib. I fucking lost it.
I think I saw that same list, but legit, I really thought that shit was real.
Low key, I thought that shit was real too. I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I started reading down. I'm like, "Oh, it's fake," but it was funny though.
Let's see.
It's funny that it was believable.
Shit, Lil Skies. I actually heard some Lil Sky songs. I can't think of the name of the songs really,
I
but
just
he's
heard that
actually
name
pretty dope.
this week, to be honest. I just heard about him this week. Haven't listened to any
I
music. I think he came up on my shuffle for the hip hop list on my Apple Music, but I didn't really listen to it. I don't know.
no,
It's-
he's
yeah,
actually he has some bars. I wouldn't say he's like hardcore. I have no idea where he's from, but I mean he has some pretty decent bars. Money Bag Yo, real talk. All right, this is my thing about because I don't know how old he is. I'm assuming he's like late mid 30s maybe or looks 30. Shit, he looks old as fuck. Like my issue with having him on a freshman list is how the fuck you look like the senior in a freshman list. Like you look like the super senior. Like you just can't be that old and be on the freshman list. But yo,
he
okay,
got
no,
held
no,
back.
I forgot what year it was that had what's his name? Something Fred the Godson. Boy, he looked old. He looked young old. He's one of those dudes that look old as fuck but look young at the same time. When they had him on the freshman list, I was
Yeah.
like, boy, this shit trash. But moving along, Jay Critch. Actually, I think I heard one of his songs. I know he's from New York, but
Still no idea who that is. I'm telling you, like I said, I only recognize like 2, 3 names.
really,
Yeah.
no, I
I
think
don't
he's
know, man. It's
actually.
just
I think he's dope.
I'm trying to keep up, to be honest. But it's just so many of these names with like Lil this, Young this, Booty Stank that. It's like I I don't know. I
Eh,
can't even flex. Like I can't keep up, to be honest. I'm trying to at least listen to one song, but I can't even keep up.
nah, Sa baby, Sa baby. That's another thing. I have no idea how to pronounce these people's names. Real
It's getting
talk,
hard.
that shit's hard.
I think the only
But
creative thing about them is their names. Not even trying to throw shade, but because some of these
uh,
names, it's just like, damn.
you know what? Smokey Margiela, him. I actually felt really bad. I listened to one of his songs and a song that he was featured in, and he's actually kind of dope. He's from New York again, and
Okay.
I mean, but I think he's like 16, maybe 17.
Okay.
And I don't honestly, personally, I don't know how I feel about listening to a dude that's 16, 17 and like really bumping out to this music. Cause
But why not?
like I mean, real talk. I'm 25. Like I, at a certain
Okay.
point, I gotta realize that I can't be bumping music that a 16-year-old is making. Like
Okay. I see that.
why am I relating to what a 16-year-old has to say?
Okay.
And why
Okay.
the fuck
Okay.
is he like making relatable shit for me? It's what I really want to know.
So maybe
Um,
you got to reevaluate.
right. Shit. They got TK. That motherfucker is never coming out. He's got to do a
He did the
freshman
race, but he
freestyle
didn't beat the
from.
case.
Right. He's got to do a freshman freestyle from jail. That shit's
Take it
gonna.
raw though, low key. Take it raw, low key.
No, yeah, he is. I can't lie. When I started hearing him, I looked him up. That shit went hard. YB and Amir. Yo, that dude looks like a third grader, honestly.
I
But
didn't.
he's actually he's dope too though.
I don't know what he looks like, but I heard his one song, "Rubbing Off the Paint." I liked it, so I'll probably check out more of his shit. If it's anything similar to like that, then definitely gonna definitely gonna check that shit
Um,
out. See what he's about.
NBA young boy. I think I only heard a couple features from him. I haven't actually heard like a whole song. I know him and Moneybagg Yo had like put out a mixtape or album. I don't know what you would consider it,
Okay.
and it had like, I mean, a lot of people really recommended it. I might check him out later on. But man, he talked like he don't know how to read. He's like the dude that like the teacher calls on and like everybody sighs like, oh fuck, like him again. Nah, he that shit's real.
Uh, that's funny. Um, with that double XL freshman list
Uh,
and shit, and talking about how we haven't, I haven't heard much of their songs. Um, last year, comparing it to last year's and everything, obviously, being biased and everything, I think last year's was better because I think 2017 musically was, I don't know how I felt about it. I think it
it had a
wasn't
lot of
bad,
good
but it wasn't
things.
great, but it was somewhere in between. So it's kind of hard to measure because you had a lot of things drop. I mean, you had the well, first off, let me ask you, what was your favorite project from 2017? Like, who was your
Like
favorite artist or
overall
album? Yeah,
favorite.
overall favorite album.
Um,
Not like of all time, but just in 2017 alone. Who was it that you discovered, or what project
that
dropped that you're like,
honestly,
damn, I fucks with this?
that honestly was a lot of good shit. I know a lot of people were putting either Damn or the Jay Z 444.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, honestly, I'm not gonna go with Damn because that's the obvious question. I mean, obvious answer. The Jay Z 444 that he wasn't speaking to me. My credit's bad. That's it. I felt shitty listening to that. Um, I don't know, man. Honestly, I liked. I'm a big Freddie Gibbs fan. Him coming off of like a long hiatus after like his case overseas and shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wanted to hear that, so I'm gonna go with Freddie Gibbs. I was really excited to hear what he had to say about it.
Didn't you go
So I'm
to
gonna
one of his
just
shows last year too?
yeah, man. You know what? I went to one of his shows. One of the first tours that he did after he put the album out. Man, there was so many like male groupies like in the show. Like I remember
What
I
you
was
mean?
with
Hold on. Elaborate. What you mean by male groupie?
like male groupies. So I was in the front row, right? And
Mm-hmm.
obviously it's a concert. There's gotta be a lot of pushing and shoving around. But I was with my
Right.
girl. So like, I didn't want nobody to push and shove her. So I was like, kinda had my arms around her, like, kinda being like the body shield,
Right. Right.
but there was this dude next to us. Like he had already been fighting with everybody trying to get to the front, which is fine. Everybody wants to be in the front, general admission. They want to be close to the artist. So got to the point where he was going buck wild crazy. So and he was like getting like jumping up on my girl and all this that. And I'm like, man. So I had to stiffen my arm up. I'm like, okay, like you ain't gonna be doing no more pushing and shoving. You ain't gonna be doing none of that no more. But he kept doing it. Like I gotta admit that motherfucker was hella strong.
Did you beat his ass?
So show keeps on going. He keeps doing his shit. My girl gets tired of it, elbows him in the ribs.
Oh
I was
shit.
like, what the fuck? So he doesn't do anything. So I'm like, all right. He probably thought I was nothing. Why she elbows his ass again? I was standing there like,
No.
I was like, dude, what are you doing?
Bet you gonna get my
But
ass whooped.
No, but I was just like, like I was really just trying to enjoy the show. But okay, I guess I'm forced to fight now. So
Gotta
he turns
dust his
around.
hands off. Gotta throw him now.
So I was like ready to punch him as soon as he said something to my girl, but he turns around and he thought I did it. And I'm like, what the fuck? I damn near I was like, I didn't do it. She did it. Like tell her something. But but nah, like he was like he started telling me like, man, you better quit elbowing me. And I'm just like, dude, I'm just here to watch the show. You doing all this jumping around and shit. Like shit, I'm just chill, like enjoy the music. That's it. So this is the thing that really had me crazy. He said, like, nah, you with your girl, take that shit upstairs. This where the real men are at. Like this where the real fans are at. I'm like, what? I was like, let me paint a picture. Freddie Gibbs just finished taking off his shirt. He's like pouring water on himself. He's like all
Okay.
glistening and shit. He's like going into the crowd, and this
Oh
and
shit.
this man literally told me, take my girl upstairs, cause the real men were up front. Like
Pause.
what? What type of suspect shit is that? That shit had me crazy.
Oh man.
Thankfully though, there
He was
was
trying to get
another
on
couple,
stage and get backstage. That's what he was trying to do.
right? But thankfully though, the couple next to us totally diffused the situation, traded places with me, like with me and my girl, and like we just continued watching the show. But like for the rest of the night, me and dude were like me mugging the fuck out of each other. But I honestly I hate violence, so I'm happy that nothing escalated, cause I don't like fighting, to be honest.
Yeah, you don't wanna get kicked out and then just ruin the show for you
Yeah,
and your girl and
right.
everybody else
Nah,
and shit.
that's
So
true. But nah. But overall, to bring the story to the end, I think I'll choose Freddie Gibbs over everything. But there
okay.
were lots of phenomenal albums from Daniel Caesar, from SZA, from Dave East. Uh,
I actually got put
yeah,
on to Daniel Caesar this year, so I was pretty glad about that.
yeah.
I really like him.
Smino's pretty dope. Uh, there's actually there's quite a lot. What was your favorite 2017 album?
2017 album. I'm gonna have to say, and I'm gonna credit you for this one because you put me on. It's gonna be Gold Link's. After that, we didn't talk. I fucking
Oh,
loved
okay,
it.
okay.
I loved it. I love almost every single song on there. Like that, man. That whole album painted a story, painted a picture, everything. I felt every song, and then I started listening to more of his shit, and I'm like, damn. Like I legit missed out when he was on the double XL cover because I didn't really pay
He
attention
was.
to it, but yeah, he
Oh
was.
yeah,
I
he
think
was.
I think like two years ago or something like that. I think before the one with Uzi and 21 Savage and all them were on it. I think it was the before that one, or it might have been that one. I don't know. But anyways, like I missed out on him coming up, but when you put me on, I was like, damn. I really snoozed and slept on him. So I got to listen to a lot of his tracks and everything like that in his album. The one that he came out with recently, At What Cost, I really like that one too. Um, Not really in a song of there that I didn't like. So I definitely got to give it to Goldlink
Okay.
because he really showed out. Um, Speaking of albums, uh, Kendrick Lamar is producing and he's got songs on the Black Panther soundtrack for the movie. So that drops, I think, this month or this week. Yeah, it should
You
be
know
this month or
what?
something like that.
I was like really excited about that. I haven't looked at the track listing. I think they released a track listing for it.
Yeah, they did.
Shame on me for not looking it up. But I was really excited about it. Honestly, I'm not gonna speak about it too much because I don't know. I don't want to sound dumb, but I'm really expecting like To Pimp a Butterfly vibes. You know, maybe
Really?
some Damn vibes. Um,
Okay.
I'm expecting something from it. Uh, I want less To Pimp a Butterfly vibes with,
Right.
or maybe like I want the message of To Pimp a Butterfly, but with a damn delivery.
Because I mean, it's got to go with the movie too, and the movie's got,
Right.
as you can see from the trailers, a lot of action and everything. So it's gotta kind of got to go with the movie, the tone of the movie as well. So you're probably gonna have a mixture of a couple of his recent projects on there, or it might be something entirely different. I mean, Kendrick always switches it up, and that's one thing I like about him.
I mean, he does, but like the one thing that I'm actually kind of like real excited to see is to see how the movie itself plays out. If it's gonna be all action or if it's gonna
Yeah,
hold like a candle to what it stands for in the comic books. Cause I mean I don't know if you've ever read a Black Panther comic book,
I haven't,
but
but I know, I know the gist about him, but I never really read a comic book about him.
uh so just like a quick summary and history on Black Panther is he was one of like the first African American uh I guess he was just like one of the first black superheroes.
Yeah, yeah,
Like before Luke Cage, before anybody really, it was Black Panther, and even to this day, some of his, like most of his comics are very political
hmm,
because I mean, in itself, he's like the fucking ruler of a kingdom.
yeah.
Like they're filled with action and good villains and everything, really, but they're kind of political. So I'm real curious to see whether the movie makes any types of like takes any shots at like the whole I guess political standing that the United States is in.
And
Um,
I think it might, and I don't know if it'll be on purpose or by accident, but I think people are going to take it and spin it to something political. I mean, the way I look at it, at the end of the day, I look at it as it's just another superhero movie. Um, I mean, it's not the first black superhero. I mean, you've had black superheroes in other movies before, but I think people, a lot of people are trying to spin it into a political statement because the roster or the cast is, entirely black besides a few of the characters.
but you
So I think,
you you know what? It really might be political because the director of the movie has also directed movies like the Fruitville Station,
yeah,
Creed. I think he has another movie under his belt. To be honest, I'm not sure, but both of those movies were powerful.
yeah, that
They
Fruitville Station,
were
the one with Michael B. Jordan got shot and everything, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
There
that.
was it. Both had a powerful message. Um, Honestly, one's a true story. Creed. I mean, it's not, but honestly, overall, they're both very good movies. So, regardless whether it's a political statement or not, like I'm real excited to check it out. Uh, but I
Oh yeah,
don't
I'm
think
I'm
I might
definitely gonna
check
watch
it.
it. I'm gonna definitely go watch it too, cause I mean it's a comic book movie, and I mean even though I haven't read much of Black Panther or consider myself a big Black Panther fan up until Civil War came out, I mean there's a lot of people out there that have been watching the MCU or like the DC movies, and out of the blue now they know all about comic books and shit. They're like, oh, you know, he doesn't do this or he's just like this or woo this. And um, one point is Captain Marvel just they released her costume design, basically the shots from set, and the color scheme is different. And people are like tweeting the director in the studio. They're like, this is what she's supposed to look like. This is what she's supposed to look like. But many people don't know is that the costume she's wearing in those screen caps are from the first suit she actually acquired. Now I don't know too much about Captain Marvel. I never read much of her comic books, but I do know that's her first suit that she initially gets. So, there's a lot of fake comic book fans out there that claim they know, but they
And you
don't
know what?
they don't really know.
That's why I'm gonna try and avoid Black Panther till probably like the week after it opens, mainly
Yeah,
because a lot of people are gonna go. Uh, they're gonna go and, you know, as a message in a way. Uh, and I don't know. I don't want to be in the mix of that. I don't want to see people just fangirl over Michael B. Jordan. Uh, I'm not really with that. I don't want people to, be amazed or be confused or shit. Not even like the movie because they don't even know what,
right,
the history of it.
right.
And I'm not saying people need to know the history of like
No, you don't have
the
to.
whole
You don't.
Black
You definitely
Panther,
don't have
but
to.
but
At least know the context of the entire, like, not the entire, like,
right. I don't want them to
you know what
miss
I'm trying
the
to say, right?
message, like the
Yeah.
actual message of it.
But all I'm
But
saying is, if you're gonna watch a comic book movie and everything like that, at least know the context, know the character. I mean, I like to, I like to spoil the comic book movies because I've read some of the comic books themselves. So with um with Infinity War coming out, if you've read that comic series, you know who's gonna die. So when the trailer came out, I already tweeted, I'm like, oh, Vision's gonna die, so and so is gonna die, and then I got some backlash from some of my people. They're like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? And I'm like, read the fucking comic.
I
I
know
mean, not everybody
that.
wants to read the comic, but hey, I read it, so I already know what's gonna happen, so I'm not gonna be surprised. So it's like, hey,
Yeah, I mean,
just
to each their own on that one.
yeah,
Like, you kind of got to deal with being a comic book lover and being in love with the MCU and everything. Even like maybe some DC too. Not the biggest fan of DC, but
nah.
with the whole cinematic Marvel universe, like people, you're gonna have those people that are real upset about you just speaking about what's already happened in the comic books, mainly because they don't know.
You know what?
Um,
That actually, speaking of like fake comic book fans, um, what's it called? That actually kind of makes me think of people that pretend to be all like deep or, you know, woke, but
the fake
really,
woke, the fake
yeah,
woke community.
yeah, I get a kick out of those. I
Oh
get it.
man, I got a
Because
whole
like you got the
list of.
people that are like, a certain cause or an event, something comes up, and they're like, yeah, we got to get behind this, we got to do this. And, I've been guilty of doing some of that too, but then, once the fire fades,
Yo,
they kind of
yo, you know what?
disperse.
You know what was I know what you've been guilty of because I was guilty of it too. Shit, a lot of our peers really around our age like was real feeling real strong about that Coney. You remember Coney?
Oh my god.
Man,
Oh
people saw the
man, no.
documentary. There was tweeting. There was
Oh,
posting statuses like
that
"fuck
dude that started that
Coney."
thing finessed, man.
Yeah,
He came
like
up. He
straight.
finessed.
Like people was buying packages.
I bought one.
People was People thought they was sending care packages. I don't even know where the fuck all that shit went.
Man, I bought one. I think I still got my Coney shirt somewhere around here, but I got one.
Man, I think I just got some stickers to be honest. But that
Yeah,
shit
man,
really,
that's a
really had that
prime
shit.
example. That's a prime example how like it starts out fine, but then it dies out so fast. And I don't know if that's the fault on us or social media or the news or whatever it is. They're trying to divide and conquer, whatever it may be. But it's just funny how everybody's like, yeah, 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 and then a week, 2 weeks later, it's like, uh, what
Man, you
happened?
know
Or people
what?
are like, don't let this shit die, don't let this shit die, and then they let it die, and then they're like, oh, y'all don't remember this, y'all don't remember that. It's like, yeah, we remember, but it's like, ain't nobody talking about it now.
Shit, I remember right now. I'm keeping track. Like all these people that are being real excited and placing bets on the Super Bowl. Like I remember when y'all at the beginning of the season when there was blackballing on Colin Kaepernick, when y'all were talking about boycotting the NFL and not watching
Oh,
any
true,
games.
true. Now they're all betting on the Super Bowl.
Right.
Who's watching it?
So
Whose crib? Who got the game? What's the plans? What's the move?
mu- motherfuckers fucking trying to boycott the NFL, but really they really watching it. And I just
Yep.
kind of saw it, like, slowly, like, saw it happen. Like, they went from saying fuck the NFL, I ain't watching no more games, to um they were all playing fantasy football, saying like,
Yep.
oh, it's not really watching the NFL. That was playing Madden. There
Yep.
was
Still about people still about Madden and everything like that.
right,
So
just there was like keeping up with shit online, like, cause they felt like just cause they ain't really tuned in, that there was still boycott. Like, no, either you watching it or you're not. Like, that fake boycott
but you know what's
shit.
funny about that is that like you see all these people on the internet, like your friends on social media and stuff, and like you can call them out on the internet, they'll be like, nah, nah, this is but you can't call them out on person because most of the time, half these people you interact with, you don't really see them in person. Like they're just your Facebook friends, your Twitter friends, your followers, this and that. So
And you know what? That's the thing. Really, is at the end of the day, these people that you meet online. I mean, obviously, there's people online that you know in person, but you're not
yeah,
with them all the time. You don't know
no,
that, like, you're real friends and shit. Shit, for the boycott thing, you don't know if there was really, boycotting H&M, or if like, if there was in
hell no,
that
they didn't
bitch
boycott
balling
that
out.
shit. You know damn well nobody boycotted that.
Low key, I was gonna go for that 80% off sale, but I
H&M
worked
was like,
that day.
H&M was like, you boycotting? I bet. Don't come for this 80% off then.
Nah, but really, there's like, all these people you see being fake woke on the internet that you think you cool with. I mean, you don't really even know them like that. But I
No.
mean, there's some exceptions though. Like, the people you meet on the internet could legitly be your friend in real life if
Oh yeah.
the
But
effort is
then you
put in.
also then you also got the people that you're really cool with that you really only interact with on Facebook or Twitter
Yeah,
because you don't really seem like you ain't got time. Like you don't got time to meet up. You don't got time, to kick it. Nothing like that. So you do got some people that you really do fuck with, but unfortunately,
I'm
like your schedules
Yeah,
don't
that's like a
mesh.
very thin line. There's those people that, I mean, there's also those people that you're really cool with online, but when you see them in person, that shit don't apply. We only cool online. I ain't gonna say shit to you in person. Fuck, I gotta talk to you. If we ain't tweeting about the same shit, if we ain't liking and sharing the same post, like, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
That's funny.
But nah, but that shit really, I mean, would that be really considered being like fake or phony in person?
I mean, not really. I mean, if you don't really fuck with somebody, you don't really gotta fuck with them. Because I mean, there's times where, on Twitter, like you follow somebody, I follow somebody, and then I see him at a party or whatever, like, hey, oh, oh yeah, I follow you on Twitter, and then like instantly, like that kind of just shuts me off. I'm like, oh, all right, well then, I don't really fuck with you, I guess. But I mean, there's a few people that like, hey, we talk on Twitter, this and that. I'm like, oh shit, what's up? I don't know. I guess it's just you just kind of got to pick up the vibe on the person in person to kind of see if you do want to fuck with them or don't. That's
You know
just me
what?
though.
I've been experiencing like those kind of situations right now, cause so recently, like, I just started like my photography and shit, but I didn't
Right,
post
right,
no
right.
selfies, no none of that. So when I was going to all these meetups with photographers, whatever, like, first of all, I'm like very introverted, so it's really hard for me to go up to a person and say something to them, like, yo, what
Hey,
up,
my
like,
name's
what's going
Caesar.
on,
Flowers by
like,
Seas. You
remember
recognize
me.
me?
So I was interacting with all these models and photographers online, and shit, we had
Yeah.
decent conversations. But when they came in person, I'm like, hey, what's up, I'm Caesar. They're like, hey, what's up? And I'm like,
Oh, you don't
I'm
know me. Oh,
I'm
damn.
I'm Flowers by Seas. They're like, Oh, you're him. Oh, okay. What's up? Like, you never post anything of yourself. And it's like, oh, I didn't know I had to, but all that
There's a
shit,
set
like,
of rules or something like that. You gotta post selfies so people know who you are.
right. But it's like all that shit really is like shit. There was probably like two or three people that I think I saw that I didn't approach. I knew I followed them and had conversations with them, like on Instagram, but I didn't say shit to them. I had shit to say to them. Shit, I haven't talked to them since then. I feel dumb. Like shit, what they going? I'm afraid they gonna reply with the, nah, you saw me in real life. You ain't say shit. Like don't try and talk to me now. Shit,
Don't be fake.
that's like, right. That's my biggest fear.
I
But
feel you.
nah, man. Honestly, over the whole thing, like actually, overall on Instagram, recently the biggest thing to me, to me, because initially at the beginning of this podcast was that everybody likes booty and I like Kim Kardashian's. Boy, them shits that she was posting,
Oh
I
man.
was shit.
Yeah.
I had to turn on like the notifications on her post because I really had to keep up to date to what she was posting.
And you know what's funny, man, is that people were talking shit about her. Like I seen some things on Twitter, and I guess this one lady had tweeted something talking about like her friend's 13-year-old daughter was posing like this because Kim K was doing it, so she's gonna do it because that's her idol. And it's like, oh, Kim K shouldn't be doing this and that. Kim K don't gotta do a damn thing. You need to, you know, fucking parent. You need to be a parent and tell your kid what to do and what not to. That's not
Right.
Kim K is your own woman. She's not. She's not your child's mother. That's on you. Why is your child on
First of
Instagram at
all,
13 years old anyways?
okay. I don't know about that. A lot of kids are on Instagram now. But first of all,
Facts.
why would a 13-year-old want to post like Kim K? Like,
I don't know.
what 13-year-old is built like Kim K? Really, nobody. No
I mean,
13-year-old.
nah,
None.
nah.
Unless it's the one that Takashi 6ix9ine fuck with.
Oh my God.
Nah,
Oh
but
man.
overall, like that like you said, that's not Kim Kardashian's problem. Kim
Nah.
Kardashian is just too busy posting thirst traps. Period. That's all they was. Thirst traps.
Thirst traps, and because she was promoting Kanye's Yeezy season shit and all that. But that was, if any
What
other
was
girl
that?
that
A Yeezy season thong? What was that? Oh
I guess Yeezy for
man,
Her by Kanye.
shit. I
No,
wanted.
but
I honestly, I was about to slide up in her DMs like, yo. No, I'm just kidding. I can't do that shit. I'm
get
married.
the fuck out of here. But no, I mean, low key though, that would have been like, any other girl that's, more, like, not I don't want to say local in a bad way, but people that people know, you know, you see thirst traps all the time, and honestly, like, I don't what, like,
Do you
I
fall
don't
for them?
understand.
Do you fall
Do
for a
I fall?
thirst trap?
Do I fall? No, because I see it, I'm like, that's a thirst trap. Nope. I see it, I recognize it, not falling in, because it's
You know
like,
what?
I'll look at it. I'll look at the picture and I'll be like, that's nice. I won't like it. I'll look at it some more. All right, cool. A week later, see the girl on my feed or click on her page, look at the thirst traps again. All right, cool. I don't slide in DMs. I don't like doing that. I'm not going to like a photo like that because it's like, nah, like you already got 170 something likes. Mine won't matter. So you good. I'm going to keep scrolling, come back and look at it tomorrow, something like that. But I'm not. I don't like falling for thirst traps. So
You
I'm
know
good.
what? And I think when scroll past the thirst trap, it really there's like levels to a thirst trap. There's like the very subtle flex thirst trap.
Right.
She just has like the boot, like she's like showing off something that really has nothing to do with the picture, but the whatever thing is kind of visible,
Like
like whether it's
like I got
shoes,
one
an
for you. I got
outfit.
one for you. Be like, oh, just got these new Ray Bans, but it's a picture of her in her summer bikini, and it's fucking December 22nd and shit. Like, what? Like that's a
See,
thirst trap right
I
there.
I seen
I mean,
chicks.
all power, all power to the women. No disrespect. Not saying don't flaunt what you got. Don't be, ashamed of not. If you want to flaunt it, flaunt it. You want to, be proud of what you got. I mean, whatever. Hey, I'm not saying women shouldn't dress like hell no. Do what you want. Independent women,
But
whatever. I'm all for it.
honestly, I seen chicks show off the whole fit, but like the real, like real, like damn, like oh shit, like tight fit,
Okay.
like show off the Calvins, you know, for a good minute the Calvins was real hot. The chicks with the real high Daisy Dukes, half booty cheek out, like straight booty meat hanging out type shit. Like those are either like those are what I consider subtle thirst traps, because
Okay.
in
That's
reality they still
that's
have
subtle.
clothes on. They still have clothes on, but it's like lots of booty meat or under boob showing.
But see,
That's a
me to
thirst
me,
trap.
a thirst trap is just a thirst trap. There's no degree. Like to me, there's no degree. It's it. It's just thirst trap, and that's it. There's no first, second, third degree. It is what it is. To me, that's just how I
Nah,
look at it. It's just a thirst trap.
the high level thirst trap, and I'm pretty sure every dude has seen, and maybe some chicks have done. I don't know. Is the on Snapchat or Instagram stories singing along to a song while they legit naked, covering their boob with their hand, naked to most of the time they got some 21 Savage, they got some Gucci playing. Maybe they got that's a real average thirst trap.
Okay,
Um,
whose Snapchat or Instagram are you following? Because I never see none of that on mine. So I don't know who
you
you
know
following,
what?
but
I'm following all the chicks that be thirst trapping. Don't judge me.
so you deliberately follow
It's for studies. I obviously had to be well informed for
research,
this podcast.
research.
It's it's a research. I see that a lot, to be honest. That's like that high level. Like the pictures are very subtle, but when you do the whole video, that's the high level. Like I want to get someone's attention. I want to trap someone.
That's funny. Um, that's actually one thing I want to say about thirst traps. So obviously we recognize what a thirst trap is. What do ladies, for any ladies that are listening, if any, um, what do y'all consider thirst traps that guys
Well,
post? Like
you ain't
what?
even gotta wait for a lady. I had girls tell me this shit. The
Okay,
gray
what is it? Let me
sweatpants
know.
pic. They got the gray sweatpants pic.
The dick
That
print.
the dick print pic is the what dudes thirst trap with, really. Say honestly, what I really want to know is what the people's DMs look after the thirst trap. Like what? Obviously, your thirst trap, like you're reeling in a big catch. It's like going fishing, like the real industrial fishing. They put out a big ass net and get all the motherfuckers like caught. Like what I really want to know is what happens after the thirst trap is posted. Like what DMs do you actually respond to? Really?
Probably none. Or just be like, oh, thanks. Or, you know, seen, seen at 5:32, whatever.
No,
I
I
mean,
really want to know what is the proper way, the 100% like attention getter for a
but you
thirst
know what
trap.
though? But you know what though? Sometimes they unintentionally thirst trap. Sometimes just like, damn, I'm feeling myself. I'm finna post this one, and they post
And
it, and
I
then
mean,
it gets
and
flooded with
I
things. Like it could be a simple ass car selfie, but guys would be like, damn, she looking really
and
fine in
I
that
mean,
sunlight and
yeah,
everything.
but those are like real thirsty dudes. You have the real older
Facts.
dudes that like start messaging that they're gonna pay this, they're gonna buy you that. But
You
what I
know you
really
ain't
want
paying
to know
shit.
is I
You know
want
you
to
ain't pay
know
their rent.
what messages girls actually respond to. Like what actual, like, what's the proper way to slide into a DM for a chick?
I don't think there is a right way, to be honest.
Like, do they come in like, hey, I wanna rescue you? ha- when,
I
when
want to
you're with
rescue
me,
you.
like you don't have to post no more thirst traps. Like, trust me, I'm here for you, baby. Honestly, I
Is that
really
how you
want to
slide
know the
in?
answer
Is that
to
how you
that.
slide into DMs?
No, of course not. I
That
don't give
sounds
a
that
fuck.
sounds rehearsed.
No, obviously it's not. I don't have it secretly written down on my
Palm of your
DM.
hand and everything like that.
Right. Nah,
Okay.
honestly, I don't think I ever slid into a girl's like DMs like that. I think the most I've done, and technically it's really lame and corny. It's just like with a hi, with a HI dot. That's it. Like real boring, nothing
Plain as
extraordinary.
hell.
No corny, pickup line. None of that.
She gonna
I
hit you
couldn't
with
do
that.
none of that.
Try again tomorrow.
Nah, that shit. I put that hi, and I never got a reply.
That's
But
why you didn't try hard enough.
probably. But then again, I knew I was like, I probably had like 100 dudes to compete with. Like,
Probably.
it's really hard trying to cultivate a good thirst trap message.
Um. All right. I'm done with the talking about the thirst traps. Let's let's uh let's move this on to something that I think is a little interesting. Speaking of thirst traps and relating to that, something that's changes, and maybe it's the time we are now, or maybe it's just the age thing. But like dating now, dating is, I don't know if I want to say dead or something, or I don't know what, but maybe it is an age thing. Like as you get older in your 20s, or maybe it's just because it's
You know what?
2017, 2018. I mean, dating now is just, I don't know. I don't
I'm
know.
really
Like,
glad you brought that up because, I mean, honestly, I don't have to deal with that. I'm married. I'm a happily married man, despite, the whole thirst trap thing. Like I said, it was all for gathering knowledge. But
research.
but really, the whole dating thing is so weird because honestly, the whole dating in the mid 20s, like, it's strange because the only shit that I've seen from it or any examples from on how to do it have been movies and TV shows. And
Okay,
the shit that happens on movies and TV shows don't really happen in real life, you know.
not really. It's
So
fantasy shit.
like I said, it's like for me, I don't got to deal with that. But I mean, I think you're single. I think you're still dating, whatever
Nah,
the case may be.
are you
What,
talking about me, or you? Are you talking
you?
about me?
I,
Oh,
yeah,
me?
you.
Man, I'm gonna die alone. I've accepted it.
Ah, well, okay, well, I mean, but that's the thing. Like, well, how do you approach a girl at this day and age, really?
Honestly, I don't even know because they'll either write you off as thirsty, or like, nah, you ain't shit. Men ain't shit. Like,
Nah,
that's kind of like
but
the
for
two
real, like,
mentalities
w-
almost.
what's a good way of approaching a chick? Like, hey, I want to take you out on a date. First of all, if I was a girl and a dude came up to me and asked me on a date and I don't know dude at all, I'ma think that's creepy.
Yeah. So you
That's
can't just do
that.
like I think a good way to approach somebody that you might be interested in too is don't even ask them on a date. Like, just talk to them, make them laugh. Honestly, like making somebody laugh, like that's like boy or girl. Like I think if you make somebody laugh, like bam, that's it. I'm not saying you in it, but like you already opened the door for conversation, everything like that. Because now they know you're funny,
Right.
you got
And
some kind
right,
of
they're
personality.
gonna turn around and friend zone you, and that's it. And you over. So
And I really like you. I think we'd be better off as more than friends. Oh yeah, you're right. We're like brother and sister.
no, but
R.I.P.
honestly, the whole dating in the mid 20s, like, that's weird. Honestly, before it was so easy. Like, from outside looking in, like I said, like, I'm not, you know, I'm not, taking part of any of the like any of this shit, but like from the
He's
people
gotta
around
he's
me,
gotta cover his ass. He's gotta cover
yeah,
his
I
ass.
gotta cover my ass. It's from what I see is that people still, I mean, is really all hooking up. I don't really see people getting to know each other. But then again, I'm not all up in people's lives, but that's really what it seems like. The people
No, I
still
mean,
just,
I I I definitely agree with you on that one. That's definitely what I see a lot of. I mean, I'm not innocent. I partook in some of that myself as well. You kind of just, oh hey, you cute. All right, yeah, we talk, smash, and then talk for a little bit more, and then it's like, all right, that shit
you,
fades on to the
Paul,
next one. I mean,
be honest with me right now. Be 100% honest with me. You got a Tinder?
no, no. Oh man, no. I got a story about that one, but I'm gonna save that for another time though. It's a good story. I'm gonna save it for another time. I
Damn.
deleted my
All
Tinder a
right.
long time ago because something funny happened to me, and it's a story I'm gonna say. I'm
Oh,
gonna
but
save that story for
you
another one.
at a certain point though, you had a Tinder, right?
Yeah, yeah. Who didn't have a Tinder? I mean, shit.
Okay.
But yeah, I
All
did
right.
have
All
it.
right. Well, but was you honestly looking for love on Tinder?
Uh, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth on that one.
Well,
I plead the
leaving it
fifth on that
at
one.
leaving it on that. I want to give a big shout out to all the people that not spending it with really anybody, just spending it with themselves because they don't need a man or woman or anyone to make them happy on the upcoming Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah.
Uh, and also a big shout out to the people that are in relationships and are planning on doing something or just don't celebrate it, like just enjoy the day. But really though, it, this is my thing about Valentine's Day. Like a lot of people consider it a Hallmark holiday,
Right.
so they don't celebrate it. Some people, really are into the holidays, Hallmark ones to be exact, and they
Like
really
Sweetie's
go
Day and
all
shit like
out.
that.
Yeah, like they actually go out. They, you know, go have dinner. They go have, you know, a romantic little getaway for Valentine's Day, whatever it may be. They go and celebrate it. But going off
I
of the
mean,
last topic, if hold on, I'm gonna let you speak, but because I really need you to answer
okay,
this.
okay, okay, okay,
If
okay.
you just let's say you meet a girl over this weekend, right?
Right.
Are you gonna celebrate Valentine's Day with her?
Nah, nah. If we just met this weekend, nah, to be honest, probably not. Cause it's like, okay, when you say meet, what do you mean meet? Like,
Yeah, like
oh,
meet,
just
like
walk by you and hey,
okay,
can I go all out for you on Valentine's Day?
like what is the rule? What is the unspoken rule on Valentine's Day? Like how long do you have to be with someone to
I say,
celebrate Valentine's Day with them?
I mean, honestly, I think it depends on the gravity of the relationship, to be honest, that you have with the person. So, if y'all been cool for a minute and then y'all just recently started kind of like, you know, I think then yeah. But if you just met this person a month ago, I think you're still, I think you're still within that boundary to kind of be like, hey, let me take you out to this nice dinner on Valentine's Day. But if you kind of just like crushing on somebody and you want to shoot your shot on Valentine's Day, I think that's a no go.
Nah, that shit's trash to me.
I think
Honestly, first of all,
definitely not.
it- it's a definitely no to celebrating Valentine's Day with people with boys or girls that you have less than a month with. Cause shit, you probably don't even know the entire number. Shit, you probably barely still remembering the name. Like, why would you go
Favorite
celebrate
color,
Valentine's?
birthday, and shit. No, I hear you.
Right. Shit, why would you go celebrate Valentine's Day with people with strangers? Really, that's all you're really doing is celebrating Valentine's Day with a stranger. Like, do you
Now, is
really want
it
to do that?
now is it is it okay to go all out for somebody on Valentine's Day if they're not your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever? Like if y'all
No,
still in that talking phase and you want to be like, damn,
no,
I really want to show this person I really fuck with him like that. So I'm gonna
no,
like,
no.
no,
Valentine, no, that's corny. Like, and I'm not talking about the good corny. That's a bad corny. Like
okay,
that's like, I mean, to me, in my opinion, I think that a girl would be like, oh, so you gotta wait for Valentine's Day to do this shit. Like you just couldn't do this shit any other day.
okay,
But maybe
okay.
overall, honestly, I feel like if I was a girl, I'd be picky. I'd probably just end up being alone. Cause I'm just overall as a dude, I'm too picky. So imagine if I was a chick, like I'll be even more pickier.
10 times picky. Low key, you are kind of picky though.
I am.
Low
Shit,
key.
you guys, my girl. I'm real picky with
Shit, you can
everything.
ask anybody that knows you well. Shit.
Shit, but man, honestly though, that whole thing, going out for somebody for people that, like going all out for someone that you're probably just in talking face with, that's kind of corny. Like it is just
I mean,
going
I
all
guess.
out,
I
going
guess. I don't
all
know.
out for them. It's like it's like a 50-50 thing because they
Yeah,
could
you do
either
take that
love,
gamble. You do take that gamble
right,
though.
like you could do all that shit and they could fall for you, or you could do all that shit and they could just be like, nah, that ain't it.
Shit, but that's the risk you take though. You're like, damn, I really fucked with this person, so fuck it.
Man, people don't
If
want
I
to
if
take
I
that
get
risk no
played,
more.
if I get played, that's on me. But no,
Look,
you're right. They
people
don't want
don't
to
want
take
to
that
take
risk.
the risk no more because
Nah, not
girls
anymore.
in 2018 are brutal as fuck.
They're done. They're done with that shit.
They're done.
Don't waste my
They're
time.
real done.
2018.
Nah, definitely. They just looking for free. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm not gonna generalize
Don't
all
go there.
females,
Don't go there.
but
Don't do it.
all right, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of angry tweets, messages.
Right?
No, but overall though, like some, well, the chicks that I associate with, they're real brutal. They not gonna waste their time. They might go out for a free meal, but they're not gonna waste their time. Shit, they're gonna be like, all right, thank you,
A
bye.
free meal? Yeah. I can definitely see that happening. Like, shit.
Shit, you know what?
He wants to
It's
take me out. I don't got to pay. Hell yeah, let's go.
I had this dude I know, his sister had like a had Tinder, and she had 20 dudes send her pizzas just cause,
Damn.
yeah, 20 dudes send her pizzas and shit, just out
Just
of the
cuz?
promise that, yeah, just out of the promise that she was gotta go out with them.
Finesse. Shout out to her.
She right, shout out to that finesser, but honestly, all that shit is nah. Yeah,
Nah.
I personally wouldn't take the risk.
Okay. I feel you. Um, one more thing that I wanted to get across was something that's been on my mind.
What's up?
Switching gears here. Um, for anybody that's still listening, is gonna get a little nerdy because so recently they said that Dragon Ball Super is gonna be ending in March, and I've seen a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
people upset
yeah, I
about
heard
that.
that. I heard that.
Me personally, I don't care because I don't like Dragon Ball Super. I think it's trash, to be
Yeah.
honest. I don't like it. I really think it's just, and you know what? I said it before on Facebook. I'll probably get shit for it again. But I think GT was better.
You know what? Um, for those of you that don't know, Dragon Ball Super is basically the comeback over a long hiatus of Dragon Ball after GT. What some people,
Well, no,
not
yeah,
Paulo,
after
think that,
after GT, but technically
right,
GT is in
that some
canon.
people
So
think that GT is trash. Like, there's a lot of shit talking about GT that's trash that was really just made to sell toys and such and such. Which, I mean, GT overall, I, I mean, I didn't really enjoy it.
I didn't either, but comparing it to this, I
You
like GT more. And you know
But
what? Hold
see
on, hold on.
that.
And I'm gonna tell you why I don't like Dragon Ball Super. I think it got saturated with the transformations. And I know people are trying to explain to me that oh, it's this, it's that, and everything, but I think it's I think it's too much. Like when they came out with Super Saiyan God in Battle of the Gods, I was like, oh, this is different. I'm like, all right, cool. Like I tolerated that one. Then they did then they did Resurrection F with Frieza. Then they came out with Golden Frieza. I was like, Golden Frieza. I'm like, but you had another form to work with because Cooler had his final form. So like they could have done something like that instead, but no, they wanted Golden Frieza. Like that blew me. And then they did Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. I was like, blue hair, like ah. And then they came out with Goku
Ultra
Black.
instinct.
No,
Oh,
Goku Black. And then he had Super Saiyan Rose. Like, then Goku went Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyan, times 10 Kaioken. And then they did Ultra Instinct. Like, fuck.
okay. No, no. See, that's the thing. Like,
Man.
I have a love-hate relationship with Dragon Ball Super. Um, I want to say like the only arc that I'm really watching is just the Tournament of Power, which so far has been cool. The first couple episodes were kind of trash, but these last couple ones are have been like really good. Um, but I mean, I like it. It's what I like about it is that it's new. Is not the same thing, but I'm gonna sound
I
real dumb
mean,
for saying this, but the thing that I don't like about it is that it is the same thing. Like, uh, I've seen plenty of times where they're remaking the original Dragon Ball Z, or they're taking like I want to say, I and this is the thing that confuses me. I don't know if it's paying homage or if it's like, hey, I'm out of ideas. Oh fuck it, let's just
that's what I think
recreate
what it
this
is.
thing. Like let's just recreate the thing that worked 20 years ago.
I think that's what
Like
it is. And,
it's. I mean, it's cool for what it is.
and
Um,
see, hold on, because I'm gonna say something about that. So, the tournament and everything, right? That's the one thing I don't like about Dragon Ball Super either. It's like, oh, there's this new stronger guy. And I'm just sitting there like, well, there's no conflict because we know Goku's going to get another form. He's going to do something. He's going to get another form. And sure enough, they came out with Ultra Instinct. I'm like, see, I called it. So it's like, I don't know about you, but with the old Dragon Ball Z episodes, like, you just had Super Saiyan and then, Super Saiyan 2 didn't come out till Gohan. So it was just like, damn, there's some real conflict. They actually got to, work out and get stronger. They can't just, oh, discovered a new form. And then the thing about the tournament is, I think that whole multiverse thing was a cop out and unoriginal, and I don't like it, to be
I mean,
honest.
I did. But that's the thing though. Like, I really feel like I've been seeing. There's been training involved. Like on them getting a
Yeah, but
form, but at the
yeah,
same
but it's
time
just
though,
like
there
new form. That's all I see.
I could do without one or two forms. Really, it'll be
Shit, I
cool.
could do without all of them. I'd rather
I
take
see.
Super Saiyan 4, honestly, over all of them. At least that one made sense to me. Because he went into the Great Ape, then took that power and harnessed it. And then, yeah, he had the hair all over him, but it's like he just came from a Great Ape form. So that made sense.
Okay, but explain this to me. If he just came from a grade 8 form, where he get his pants from? Shouldn't he be completely naked? I ain't seen him
Okay, so
go. He
what
didn't.
are the
I didn't see
fusions?
him go into a grade 8
No,
form and then
but
come
what,
back like with pants. Like no, that motherfucker was completely in the nude.
okay, but where do the fusions get their jackets from?
Uh,
Hmm.
actually, there was actually a explanation to that.
Oh God.
There was no, there it was like a canon explanation to that. The people who supposedly taught the fusion to whoever, I forgot who it was, like their actual what they wore were those vests.
Oh,
like was like
I missed that
related to
then.
them. I think I honestly I could be just pulling this shit out my ass, but I think
I
that's what
mean,
they said it was.
that's a better
I,
explanation than why Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is blue hair and not red. So
yeah, I
that's a
don't
better
know about that
explanation.
one.
Yeah, see, I don't know, man. I can't rock with Dragon Ball Super. It turned me off with the transformations. And I mean, I seen the clips from the fights. Like they look raw as fuck. Like when Goku used the Kamehameha to ride the blast what was that chick's name? See, I don't even know her
I,
name.
Kefla, I don't know. I think it
You
was
know what I'm talking
Kefla,
about? Like
but
he used the Kamehameha and rode it, and then just boom, like that shit was raw as hell.
that's
Like
the thing. I thought that shit was lame. Like how? No, cause really, I never ever like where in the series has that shit happened? Cause to me, in all the series, when you mix one energy with the other one, it just like kind of goes into a big, you know, clash or some
yeah,
shit, or it absorbs it, whatever it may be.
but it's
But
different, like you said. It's different, like you
where
said. It's different.
hasn't, where could you ride that entire shit? Man, I saw that shit. I was like, man, this is some lame, cool shit.
That's funny. See, I liked it, but that's just one of the things that I liked. But I mean, speaking of Dragon Ball, I just started playing the Dragon Ball Fighters, and I mean they got a bunch of characters from in there, and I don't know. I'm not too crazy
For
about it,
our,
but
I think a lot of people are going with it, and I was about to get it the other day, but uh, one of the things I was kind of looking iffy about was the whole. I mean, I'm really against like purchasing characters that
oh hell yeah,
should
fuck that. I
already
hate that
be
shit.
there. So I was seeing a lot of like buy this and this to get this, and I was just like, whoa, hold up, like I just can't get them. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can, and like people just buy them just to get access to them right away.
When
But it's
I already paid $60 for the motherfucker. Why I gotta pay another 20?
right, that shit I was not that's one of the reasons I never went for like the Mortal Kombat games. Like motherfuckers were selling $10 a like per 5 or 6 characters
Yeah,
or whatever it was, and then just for them to sell like a whole bundle pack like months later after you spend like damn near
yep.
a
That's
whole
finesse.
$60 on like
That's finesse.
like on just characters. Like no, I'm not gonna be doing that shit.
No, I feel you. I'm against it. I hate it too. Like it kind of ruined video games for me. But I mean the Dragon Ball game is it's alright. I mean I give it like a seven, 7 out of 10 so far. It's alright. But Dragon Ball Super, hate it. Don't fuck with it. I don't. I mean maybe when they dub the entire thing, I'll probably watch it. But I don't fuck with it. Not right now.
Nah, but I'll definitely check it. I had to check out the Fighter Z game. But besides that, I'm still. I'm sad about it ending because that's one less show that I'm watching on the weekend.
Shit, I don't care for it.
But
So
I'm real. I mean, I'm just excited to see what they come up with, and I'm just, you know, it's a love hate thing. Like I said, I'm like excited, but I'm not overly hurt. Like
yeah,
I could wait a couple more months.
I don't care for it. So it don't bother me no how. It's whatever. Um, but shit, I think I think we covered just about everything we had to talk about. So I mean, you got any final thoughts here before we let whatever music, if we're gonna put music on the end on the outro play? You got any last words?
Uh, no, I think we covered everything. Just yeah, I guess this is the end of the podcast. Once
Yeah,
again,
this
thank you
is
to
end
everybody
of
for tuning in.
episode 1 of Hot Minute. Shit, give us the feedback. Let us know what you guys think. Actually, tell us which title you would like better, Hot Minute or Woo This? I mean, we're still deciding.
We'll always, we could change it in that.
Yeah, I mean, shit, give
I'm
us some
really
feedback.
hoping everybody likes the Booty Podcast.
Hell no, if people actually like that better, I'm gonna be mad as hell, low key. No, but really though, shit. Thanks for listening and shit. If you're still here, shouts out to y'all. We'll be probably putting out an episode next week. Maybe, I don't know, Friday, Monday, we'll see. We'll see how this one goes. But, shit, that's pretty much it.
Thank you for tuning in.
And we'll see you next week.
And I'm out wild like a split back. Smoke Christmas tree, blow blunts, gift wrap. And when I hit hard. So I hope you embrace for impact. Whether diversity or division or Kansas or California. She the apple of my eye. Split your atom for Apollonia. She don't want you boring niggas. Buying every Jordan niggas. So come correct us for a check. Watch my girl extort you niggas. I should just deport you niggas. Since you so goddamn foreign. It's American made muscle. When I'm riding around the go, I let my top down. I let the sunshine on my whip. Trunk knocking when I slide in the corner down your strip. They know a nigga coming down, oh. They love the way a nigga coming down, oh. Yeah. I'm doing 88 riding down LSD. My car from 88, my girl on LSD. She tripping hard, say she love the way that the ride feels. Let the top down on my Impala, then I'ma let my tires swift. Feel like I'm drag racing my imagination. Been on blocks to my savage nation. Money to be made, if you ain't trying to make it, then we can't have a single conversation. Hella singles on the floor like a compilation. Baby, get hip to my operation. My whip look like a Marvel spaceship. Dip, dress fresh, inauguration. Met a bad Latina named Lexi. Said that she wanna molest me. Pull on a J like taking a shot. Lay down 4 rules when she met me. Told her wearing fake Jordans upset me. Don't get in my car with no Reggie. Then I slam the doors on my Chevy. And when she home alone, I'm Joe Pesci. Now if you follow those rules, we kickin', we cool. Might hit the pool and smoke with you too. Bundle starts tweaking on Mobile Cathedral. Cause if you start leaving, that's church on the move. Dropped out of school and roll again. That's that fire, then roll it then. How's it going? Shit, I'm going in. Freestyle so much, I don't know the pin. The top down, I let the sunshine on my whip. Trunk knocking when I slide in the corner down your strip. They know a nigga coming down, oh. They love the way a nigga coming down, oh. Yeah, I got the sun in my eyes and this money on my mind and a pistol on my waist. I pray you never waste my time. They know a nigga coming down, oh. They love the way a nigga coming down, oh. Yeah, I told him chop, chop. My nigga chop the block, yeah, chop, chop. My nigga chop the block, tell him chop, chop. My nigga chop the block, watch me chop, chop. My nigga chop the block, nigga chop, chop. My nigga chop the block, yeah, chop, chop. West side chop the block, yeah, chop, chop.